Hello and welcome to ReginaldESQ. I'm Underhook and this is my continuing look into the armour changes that have occurred to tanks with the HD remodeling in 9.3. 6 tanks were remodeled and they nearly always change the armour when they do the remodeling. And they have indeed changed the armour on all 6 of them. So this is another in the series, and this time we're looking at the M3 Lee. So first of all, I'll explain the changes here in Tank Inspector for you, and then I'll show you a, on the left will be a video from 9.2 in Tank Inspector, and on the right will be a video from 9.3 in Tank Inspector, and so I'll give you another chance to compare the armour changes. So let's get straight into it. So the lower plate at 51mm is the same as it was before. The mid plate at 38 is the same as it was before. The upper plate and turret and cupola at 51mm, all the same as before. The gun mantlet area here at 51 is the same as before. No changes there at all. This area here though, this sort of, I guess you call it a front quarter panel, you can hit it from the front. It is angled, although it's giving a ricochet at the moment. This used to be the same as the front and side of the tank. It used to be 38mm thick. It's now 51. So this plate here has been thickened. So if you are angling the tank this way, it will give you more protection now. So we would definitely consider that to be a fairly substantial buff for this tank. Going on to the side, 38mm here and 51 up the top there is the same as it was before. However, as we've seen with the other tanks in recent HD remodeling, this used to be all blue in here, so we had basically 20mm of track protection on the lower part of the hull here. That's now gone, and we have areas where there's no protection. So splash damage, etc. from artillery will be more likely to damage the interior of the tank. Moving on to the back, we have 38mm here, which is the same as it was before. This section here though, this middle upper section, is 25mm. That used to be 38, so we consider that definitely to be a nerf, as the side is a nerf as well. On top, the top deck is 13mm, both at the back and the front. That's the same as it was before. The side panels here though, the sloping panels, used to also be 13mm. That's actually been buffed to 19mm now. So a little bit of improvement from side shots there. It's still, even with this heavy sloping on it, still only gives you an extra couple of mils. It's still only 21mm. Probably won't stop much. It might bounce some tier 3 auto cannons maybe. Might help to bounce a few more of those rounds when they're trying to sneak around the back. But then again, they'll get through this part easier, so it's a bit of a trade-off. On the top, we find that the top of the cupola and the top of the turret are the same at 38mm. However, the top armor over the gun here used to also be 38, and now it's been nerfed to 25mm. But overall, I think it's probably a buff. The frontal armor is probably more important, although the negating of the 20mm over the lower hull is a bit of a nerf too. So yeah, you probably won't notice much difference when driving it anyway. Well, let's have a look at the double videos now. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos and tank reviews, please subscribe to ReginaldESQ. Have fun.